Hi there, Mark here again, and welcome to this video which is about doing the bodywork for the Ford GT Mk2. This one's on the TT02 chassis, but this body will fit most RC cars that have got a 257mm wheelbase. So let's have a look at the body. So here it is, and what a wonderful reproduction it is, I must say. Yeah, the detail on this one is probably about the best I've seen. The way that the Lexan is formed and has got these indents and so on at the back is quite incredible, really. It really is a lovely piece of work, and I've got to say it's quite a size as well. It's going to take a bit of paint on this one. So yeah, there's your body, and as you can see you also get this Lexan part, which actually you only need these small parts, which is the light buckets there. So there's the two lights, and then these two pieces, which are the buttresses that are kind of the wings that go across from the main part of the cockpit to the rear wings. Yeah, so that's all you need. All the rest of that is spare Lexan. So with this body set, you also get these plastic parts. So that's the rear wing. There is an option for a different wing available, but that's the one you get. You've got the mirrors and the parts for attaching those. So that's nice. Got the all-important window masks, so it's just the front two sides and the headlights that you need to mask off, so we'll be cutting that out in a minute. And then you get this really detailed and comprehensive sticker pack or decal pack with it. So this is the main livery, this one here, and you can see there must be over 100 stickers there. They've got a really cool kind of metallic finish on the gold and the blue, which looks rather fetching. Yeah, that's going to be fun cutting those out. And then you've got the detail parts, so you've got the bits for the grills, the window surrounds, you've got the rear diffuser I think, and then you've got the body stripes, rear lights and so on. So yeah, all that to cut. And to get that done, we'll be using this body part set instructions. Again, this is very comprehensive. It's one of the bigger sets of instructions that I've seen for an RC body, I've got to say. There's a lot of it. So yeah, starts off showing you where to cut out. This one looks quite simple, and I'll just show you. Luckily on this one, the wheel arches are pre-cut, which is good, and as you can see, all the holes have already been cut. So for the body posts, for the mirrors, rear body posts, and for the wing. So you don't actually need to do any of this that it's saying to cut out the holes. So the first thing I'm going to do is get this all trimmed off. Should be quite easy because it's a nice straight line, so all the grey bits on that diagram need to be cut out, and you need to save these corners. It says for the mirror surfaces later on. And also I'm going to be cutting out those headlights and those buttresses. So I'm going to get that done now and give it a good wash out before I stick on the window masks. So as I usually do, I'm just going to start off by trimming the lip off, just to get rid of that, because it makes it really awkward to get to the cut line. So I'll take the wheel arches as I go. Okay, and with that lip removed, you can see it's going to be a lot easier to get right close to the line that we need to cut to. So I'll go nice and steady, and again, don't worry too much, get close but not that close, and then give it a fine rub down with a bit of abrasive paper just to smooth off all the sharp edges. So I'll just go around and finish trimming it right up to the line, and then I'll rub it down. Right, just washed the body and that's drying out, so while that's drying, I'm going to cut out these parts. I've already done this one buttress using the score and snap method. I've had a bit of a slip on there with the knife. I'm hoping that's going to be okay when I rub it down. I might try and cut that one out with the scissors and compare, but for this it shouldn't matter if there's a little bit of a mistake, because most of this is hidden by the body. It's just going to be adhesive pads that go onto these bits, and you'll only see the light bucket itself. So I've just gone round and scored that with the knife. So let's see if this one pops out okay. Just bend the Lexan. Yeah, this one's coming out really easy, look. I did put quite a deep cut into it actually. So okay, so that was much easier, just going round. So I recommend that way of cutting these out. But like I said, for the others, I'm not so sure. The one that you see, I think I'd rather err on the side of caution and cut a bit wider than the actual piece, and then rub it down with some wet or dry paper or some abrasive paper. Okay, so one of the parts I was a bit concerned about with this sticker job is this part here, which is the scoop, this air scoop bit and the area around it. I think there's about, I don't know, 20 odd stickers that make up all these little louvers and slots and so on. It's all different levels in and out, so what I've done is I've used some of the offcuts from the window mask. It's a really good masking, so I've just cut them into strips and I've kind of roughly taped around that area where I want the paint to go, and I'm going to try and brush paint this black. So I'm going to spray some polycarbonate paint into the lid and use a little brush and try and get that black from the inside. So yeah, let's see how that goes. Okay, well it's come out, well it's not too bad. It looks a bit messy from the inside as it always does when you brush paint. But yeah, it did work, spraying into the lid and using a brush. There's a little bit of overspray that's creeped through the masking tape. I can just tidy that up. But from the outside, yeah, as you expect, it's going to look okay. So hopefully that will help me out. Onto the window masks. I've had a practice on these two. It's not that bad. So we'll just get this side window mask, and if you look in the instructions, you can see there's quite a lot of surround on the windows. So basically these are a lot smaller than the outline of the window, the mask. So you basically, best you can, get it central in that window area. Yeah, now I've just cut that bit of backing off, so when I'm happy, just press that down. Okay, just remember, all you need to do really is make sure the very edges are pressed down. Don't worry about the middle bit. You just need to stop the bleed coming through. Headlight masks are a bit trickier. You need to cut that slot in, and these are pretty much the same size as that light, and by the look of the sticker there's only a very fine black line that goes around there, so we'll try and get this one as central as we can. I've got that as close as I can to the actual lines. Got to be careful here now how we take this backing off. We need to get one of these pieces stuck on before the other, because they're going to overlap. So yeah, just going to hold that smaller one back and get the bigger one on. Push that into place. You do need to press this down from the middle, because the curve of the light kind of pulls the mask into shape. And see, once you've got the one bit on, we can then put the cut bit over the top, and yeah, hopefully we'll get away with that when we put the stickers around that headlight. And the last window mask is for the front, the main windscreen, and as it shows here, I've cut off a little strip. Basically just peel it apart and shove the scissors down and cut that backing off. So this shouldn't be too difficult. Now there's a great big frame that's going to be made up with stickers around this one, so again, just get it somewhere near the centre, I think, is the key with this. Yeah, I think that looks pretty central, so I can press that central piece down. Just a quick check. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay. Okay then, so finally this beauty is ready for some paint. So yeah, that's all the masking done and that bit of black done. So I'm going to go to town on this one. For a bit of sparkle, the first coat's going to be some pearl white. That's a PS57, thin coat of that. Then I'm going to do a nice thicker coat of PS1 white. So that's the white finished, and then to seal all that in, we're going to put some silver to back that, and then just a thin coat of black. just so that the sun doesn't shine through, and that when you can see under the wheel arches you see black inside, which I think would be rather fitting. So let's get cracking. Okay, so while I'm waiting for the paint to dry, I thought I'd have a quick practice with these stickers and had a go at one of the mirrors. So there's the first one. I hope that's focusing. So yeah, there's 3 stickers on that. It's quite tricky actually to get it folded round. I've got a little trick I'll show you. Bit dangerous, but anyway, yeah, see what you think. So I find the best way to do this is to actually cut these straight out with a scalpel or a hobby knife. And then just use the edge of the knife to lift the sticker off, like that. And just to fold it round that tight curve. Yeah, you can just be really careful and use a lighter. You don't need a lot of heat on, or for very long. But yeah, if you can see that, but it folded over quite nicely. Just a real quick flick of a flame onto it, and it will curve round nicely. So the trickiest one is this is 34 now, which is going to finish the mirror off. We've got to line it up with the edge of that sticker we just put on. And then same again, it's going to be difficult to curve around this steep curve there. So again, a quick flick with the lighter. And as soon as you've got that bit of flame on it, take it straight away. But as you can see, it's nicely gone around that curve. There's a bit of a overlap there. So what we can do is just trim that off. There we go. That's given us a lovely straight edge. And yeah, that's that mirror done. Okay then, so here's the body back after paint. Well, most of it anyway. So as you can see, I did, you can see a bit of silver in there. So there was the 2 coats of white, silver, then the black, just to seal it all in. All I need to do now is take off the window masks, but leave on the light masks, because I'm going to put a bit of PS31 smoke paint. That's going to smoke the windows, hopefully. I hope it comes out alright, because it can be a bit tricky spraying that stuff. So just take the masks off. Right, that's looking okay. So what I'm going to do, hopefully, sometimes this smoke paint does start to spit, and if it spits and you get blobs, it's going to spoil the effect. So I'm going to warm it up in a bit of hot water first, and fingers crossed, it may still spit, it may not, I don't know, but we'll have a go. Well, I think that went okay, not too bad. I think it's a nice even coating. I only put a thin couple of layers on. I didn't want it too dark, because I might put a driver figure in there at some point. But now for the moment of truth. If you're wondering what that is, it's just my bit of tape on the top so I can hold it while I'm spraying, trying to get into all the nooks and crannies. But yeah, now it's time to get that protective coating off, my favourite bit, and we'll see what how the paint's come out. Hopefully we'll get that bit of a pearl shimmer. Wow, well, I hope that's coming across on camera. I don't normally take it all off, but I'm going to today. I normally try and keep the fingerprints off it, but I think you have to do the stickers all over the place if you do it in numbered order like you're supposed to, so might as well get it all off. Well, that looks gorgeous, I've got to say. I'm really impressed with that. I hope you're getting the pearl effect coming across. It's looking quite nice. So yeah, still can't get over the size of this thing, and the smoke on the screen is looking okay. Quite happy with that. And while this has been drying, I've had a go at spraying the rear wing, put the couple of stickers on, and again, I hope you can see there, you got that metallic effect on the stickers that I hope is going to go with the pearl effect now on the body. So let's just get that on and have a look. Nice tight fit for an half an hour. But yeah, it's looking something like a GT car, isn't it now? Okay then, and with that, I think this video has gone on long enough. I know I haven't really started putting the stickers on yet, but I think we'll have to save that for part 2, which I hope you'll join me on, and we can hopefully get this body finished and see what it looks like on the chassis. So, thanks for watching again, and hope to see you soon. Bye.